Well, 45 years ago tonight, a University of Evansville plane carrying the men's basketball team crashed on its way to play MTSU. All 29 people on board, players, coaches, and managers, died in the crash. Today, a special memorial service at the university commemorated the 45th anniversary of this tragedy. News 2's Megan Kernan joined us live in studio tonight. She spoke with MTSU's former coach who recalled that heartbreaking night. Megan?
Bob, the anniversary brings back sad memories for many, including Jimmy Earl, who was MTSU's basketball coach at the time. He says the plane crash still weighs on his mind 45 years later.
Every time I fly, I think about that.
On December 13th, 1977, players on the Evansville Aces, coaches, supporters, and flight crew boarded a chartered DC-3 plane to travel to Murfreesboro for a game against MTSU. Just 1 minute after takeoff, the plane crashed, killing all 29 on board.
At that time, all the mid-majors, all they could afford usually were charter DC-3s, and they weren't the best in the world.
The NTSB's report the following year revealed that 2 critical locks were not removed from the exterior of the plane before taking off, which made it impossible for the pilot to keep the plane flying.
It was a very sad day. We had a memorial service inside Murphy Center for the victims, and it was a very sad time.
Middle Tennessee honored everyone lost in the crash on their basketball court the following night. Earl says nearly every seat was filled by community members, showing their support.
Well, it's eerie. That's the best word to describe it. You're having a shoot-around, and you go over a scouting report, and the team is not there you're going to play. It's sad, and it's also eerie feeling.
Completely heartbroken and devastated over the news is how Earl describes the general emotion was among the team. Every time he and his players stepped onto another plane following the crash, he says the thought of all the victims stayed in the back of their minds.
It brings mortality into your mind, and you worry about going and flying and doing things.
The University of Evansville planned 2 services on campus today, which will include a reading of the victims' names, ringing of a peace bell, and a moment of silence at 7:22 this evening to honor the moment of the crash.